Appraisal season just hit, and whether you got more than you expected or feel like you deserved way better, there's a stubborn idea we all accept as gospel. A massive headline salary, your CTC, equals undeniable success. Let's test that math using 3 real profiles. First, Nikhil, the tech bro who just landed an artificial intelligence gig with an eye-watering 1 crore package. Then, a 9-year IT veteran making 40 lakhs. And finally, Harish, a sales rep pulling in 25 lakhs. By every conventional standard, Nikhil is dominating this game. Society looks at a 1 crore or 10 million rupee price tag and instantly crowns him the unquestioned champion of the corporate ladder. But a headline number is a terrible metric for actual financial progress. We need to look at how these paychecks behave in the real world to figure out who is actually building wealth and who is walking directly into a trap. We start by stripping away the illusion of gross income. There are 2 simple rules to calculating your actual earning power. Remove any one-time payments and strip out volatile variables like performance bonuses that come with ifs and buts. Look at this downward waterfall chart breaking down Nikhil's 1 crore CTC. It looks massive until you apply those 2 rules. 40 lakhs of this is wrapped up in ESOPs, employee stock ownership plans. Those are company shares, meaning their value is completely variable. Add in performance and retention bonuses, and those blocks drop right off his taxable base. Once you clear the smoke, standard deductions, and taxes, Nikhil's monthly take-home pay shrinks down to 2.5 lakhs. Now let's run the exact same math on our IT veteran with the 40 lakh CTC. He has the cleanest salary structure on the board, 0 variable bonuses. It's almost entirely fixed income. Notice how the gross numbers look on this side-by-side chart. The 1 crore completely dwarfs the 40 lakhs. But watch what happens to the net take-home bars. After taxes, the IT veteran is taking home 2.49 lakhs a month. Despite a massive gap in prestige, they are functionally earning the exact same amount of spendable cash. You cannot structure your financial life based on an optimistic gross income. You can only operate on your fixed, undeniable reality. Earning power only tells half the story. Having a high take-home pay is meaningless if your spending scales up at the exact same speed. We have to look at behavior. Our IT veteran likes leverage. Since he earns well, he feels comfortable upgrading his life. He bought a 3 crore house, drives a top-model Jeep, and finances premium European vacations. This gauge tracks the veteran's fixed commitments. Between his home loan, his car loan, and personal loans, a staggering 71% of his total monthly income is locked away to service debt before he even wakes up in the morning. Now look at Harish, our 25 lakh sales rep. His take-home is a modest 95,000 rupees, but he rents for 22,000, keeps his bike payments low, and stops his gauge at just 32%. The massive gap left over becomes pure investable capital. The veteran assumed his high salary meant nothing bad could ever happen, but that income bred invisible debt, leaving him tethered to his job and highly vulnerable to surprise expenses. Meanwhile, the modest earner controlled his lifestyle, securing his financial flexibility. With spending out of the way, the final filter is how they actually invest that leftover capital. Every single asset class, whether it's equity, debt, or gold, goes through volatile market cycles. Both Harish and the IT veteran understand this. They've deployed their capital across traditional, highly diversified, and relatively safe portfolios, a mix of mutual funds, fixed deposits, and liquid cash. Now, check this tree map tracking Nikhil's investments. There is an extreme imbalance here. He has locked a massive 52% of his net worth into cryptocurrency. It is a highly risky, over-leveraged allocation. When you ask him why he takes on so much risk, he points back to his company ESOPs. He assumes those unvested shares will eventually make him a millionaire anyway, so he feels insulated from the volatility. He is counting money he doesn't actually have yet. An impressive financial profile on paper is a massive liability if the entire foundation is built on concentrated, fragile risk. So look at the data from the past 3 rounds. Who actually won? The truth is, the act of comparing these 3 people at all is the trap. Most of us are operating on an illusion of free will. We are actually flying on autopilot. Since childhood, society has programmed us with a rigid, identical path to success. Ace the exams, get the degree, land the promotion, buy the massive house, and finance the luxury car. Obsessing over a headline CTC is a symptom of that exact programming. You end up letting a corporate number dictate your desires, rather than letting your desires dictate your life. Breaking that autopilot requires a ruthless self-audit. It means sitting down in quiet reflection, maybe with a morning coffee and a journal, and writing out what you actually enjoy, filtering out all the automatic suggestions society throws at you. You might find out you don't actually care about private jets, sports cars, or massive glass office buildings. You might discover your ideal day is just a quiet morning reading a book and having the financial security to sleep soundly at night. True wealth is self-awareness. Once you stop playing society's exhausting status games and define success on your own terms, you quickly realize you rarely need a 1 crore salary to cross the finish line.